selected. My messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. If you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It will totally mean the world to me. Wealthy is rising, everyone. With Rich Rising, thank you for being here. And we're gonna do this again because I push record on. Start live on y'all first over here. Then I push go live over here. Then I went through everything that I normally go through. The same stuff I'm about to go through again. Finished the whole entire thing. Was getting ready to go to where we started the message at, and for some reason I realized y'all were not live, which don't make any sense because then they caught something that y'all didn't see. So in the process of me doing Psalms 91, a block screen pulled up, something that blocked the message. But then I started coughing because it was something trying to block the message. And then I realized y'all were not on live. Welcome, Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, something strange just happened, but we're gonna start it all over again. So this is my second time doing intro to y'all. Okay? So we're gonna go we Surah Al Fatiha. That was very strange. But this morning has been very strange altogether anyway. Anyway, all praises. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful, all praises for Allah, the Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. God is alone the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with or those who are astray. Then we're going to go over here to Psalms 91. Psalms 91 says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and deadly pestilence. And from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rapport. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. I mean, all right, so y'all done seen it twice. Facebook got it twice. YouTube, y'all only got it once. Why? Because I pushed live on y'all first, and it said y'all was live, and then somehow y'all wasn't live. So let me go see if the title on this is even the same. If it just shut off, because that's weird. That I literally in one day everything was just different. That's the title. So I'm confused as to how y'all live didn't start when it said that it started. That's a weird thing. Like, and so I did the intro. I did the intro twice because. All right, let me see if I can just turn this off because I like it, but I don't like that noise. So we'll see if I can not have it and not be hot right now. Yeah, so that was actively actually strange to me. So something is happening in the system. Um, Miss Kelly, how have you been? Um, so let me go over here and see what's happening. I'm gonna tell y'all again, cause um, today I woke up very very early. Everything was on track. The time was going, the way it was going, and then all of a sudden it started to spiral out of control. Like everything just started going real fast. Um, but I done been up and been in a spirit of uh cleaning and resetting. So, don't know how many of y'all have that feeling, but that is one thing that I did. I turned off everything, so I literally um, reset all of the devices. Um, and I don't like using that word, so I think that the word that I used from the beginning. hmm, So reorganizing, I don't know what that is, but I almost feel like it's that thing where I want you to forget something. Do y'all feel like y'all forgot something? Something to undo something. Like literally, then I copied this. I don't know what that is, but something's. I don't want to say it's not right because that's the way that it's supposed to be. Like however it's going, it is. That's the way it's happening. But mm, it's confusing me a little. Maybe that's what it's designed to do. I don't know. And then the code popped up. Anyway, I've been having a very good morning. Reset, restore, recalibrate. That's the word. Hmm. Hmm. All right, y'all. We get ready to see what's up because something ain't right over here. And it's online, something with the internet, basically. So we'll see what is happening. Miss Kelly said busy growing. Miss Kelly, that's a good thing. It feel hot. And like I said, I just got out of the shower and all that. And so, um, mm, I did vacuuming, I did wiping down walls, I did a bunch of making sure all of the stuff was turned off and ready to go. But now something, I don't know what that energy is. I don't really like that because it feels like it is just all over the place. Mind you, that ain't the energy that it is. It's organizing everything. But a code that popped up. A code that popped up, this screen and went to the left, and some other shit happened. But mind you, my energy today has been, and that's the other part. Nobody's been able to see it because all the cameras were off. I didn't have any of the cameras up. From yesterday, something happened and the power blinked. Um, I don't know what happened. Actually, I can't even say the power blinked. All I know is I looked up, the cameras was off. I left them off. And normally, y'all know I've been streaming every day since January 26th. So that was the other thing. And I kept getting a feeling like, you know how like it's not a blind spot. It was a deliberate shutdown. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't care. I just went on ahead and did what I was doing. So this morning, it's almost like now it's the energy of something that I'm not in because literally my energy has been to myself. There was nobody able to, kind of take a little peek into, oh, what is the person doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? That. And so now all of a sudden, since I'm on here, mind you, all of these things have been shut down and restored. Every single one of them. And I mean, like, I shut everything down. So everything had to power back up. And whatever's happening now is almost seeming like it's trying to intercept or take over the energy, but you can't take over something that I already know that's not my energy. You know what I mean? So whatever that is, I have made one or two tweaks, not too big as I have has a sudden huge impact. and I want a gradual approach. Um, I like that idea, Miss Kelly. It's like slow and steady wins the race. That's also how we know what belongs to us and what is not. So whatever this energy is overly chaotic, and we just gonna have to, go through it, grow through what we go through, figure it out along the way. But two things can be true at the same damn time. But the ultimate fact of the matter is somebody else. Okay, so even with that, I did notice that I was doing something, and then I had to. It was kind of weird because somebody else's schedule intertwines, and so mind you, I've been on my own schedule all day, and now here goes some other stuff happening. So I don't know what that is either. But anyway, we gonna figure it out. But message says, and all of a sudden it was different. So we'll see what the difference is. But and one day everything was just different. Mind you, when I did this, right, in my mind I was thinking like all of a sudden you just noticed something wasn't here. Somebody wasn't here. A situation didn't exist the way that it did before. And so I guess that's cool for all intents purposes, depending upon what we're talking about or what we're dealing with. But then everything is also on the opposite side because normally my computer and everything is over here. So something switched. So this is the reason why I would be this way. But my focus or your attention, so maybe the way your focus and attention is maybe has changed. Somebody may be noticing that, or you may be noticing that. It could also be important, the way that the system is, because, mind you, I did a lot of videos and stuff this morning too, but the way I did it, the way I approached it. Good morning, Gary. Welcome. Thank you for being here, Miss Kelly. I like your word. The way you approached it. So let's see what's happening here because I like to know. The other part was okay, GPS. Um I like to know definitions to things, right? Even if we already know it. But the thing is hmm, we'll figure it out, y'all. Gary, how's your day? All right, hopefully that is good. I also did some laundry this morning, so that's another thing. And then it was funny because I don't like really doing laundry, but this morning it didn't have the same effect, right? And so, excuse me, for all intents purposes, I got everything ready early, but then I noticed that I wanted something, like when you want something, it goes, when you want something and it takes long. When you don't want something, it goes fast. So, approach means the way or method you use to do something or to deal with the situation. Um, An approach is how you do something or how you move towards something. So, dun, 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 dun. And it's not just what you do spiritually, it's how you do it. So, someone can approach life with fear, anger, pride, or control. Another person can approach life with patience, awareness, humility, compassion, and discernment. Spiritually, your approach is believed to shape your experiences, your relationship, your growth, and how clearly you see a situation. So deeper meaning, a spiritual approach often reflects your inner state. If someone approaches everything with fear, they may see danger everywhere. If they approach it with love, they may notice more connection and understanding. Ego, they may seek power over validation. Wisdom, they may seek truth and balance. The way you approach life becomes the lens through which life responds to you. An approach can also represent entering a new phase, preparing for transformation, moving closer to truth, or becoming more conscious of yourself and the world around you. So, approaching healing, approaching God divine energy, approaching relationships, or approaching challenges differently after growth. So, someone who has gone through pain may begin life with a guarded approach, distrust, emotional walls, survival mode. But after inner work, their approach may change to discernment instead of fear, peace instead of constant defense, awareness instead of reaction. That shift in approach can completely change how they may experience life. All right, I choose to approach life with wisdom, clarity, balance, and intention. All right, so then this morning, because there's something that I want to say. I meant to say it yesterday, right? And it sounds like this. Love, and I said no love because this is a person that shows up to keep showing up out of nowhere, right? And then finesse two times, which all of this stuff is weird, y'all. The way they be showing me stuff in the simulation, right? And finesse two times is ain't no love's brother, and vice versa. And I was wondering, I said, these people got the strangest names, right? But the title's always right. And then it dawned on me, um, ain't no love because I got finessed two times. And that's the thing. Somebody choosing to harden your heart. Like we also talked about, slavery being a choice. You could be a slave to many things. Um, mental, spiritual, or physical, right? So you can be a slave to many different situations. Um, red flags. There's been a thing where all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like a bunch of masculine energies all over the place, right? And I guess I'm their target. But mind you, you can harmlessly, like, because I ain't interested. That's the thing. I think that even if you give the direction or the attention, like people be taking a harmless interaction as flirtation or something, right? And it could be as simple as I showed up. Mind you, I didn't show up for whatever it was you had on your mind, right? Um, the universe just dropped me off at your doorstep because this could be online, right? All of a sudden, I'm in your energy, you're in my energy, but I'm not in your energy for that. And then I noticed that there's this thing that happens with men and women these days. I don't like the way um, men and women are interacting, especially when it comes to trying to be interested or not be interested. Anyway, I told y'all actually one time I seen a grown ass man say that if he likes somebody, that he kind of ignores them. If you ignore me, you don't have to worry about liking me, right? Because apparently that's the thing. Like if with the people, they're saying if you show a person too much interaction, then they'll run the other way, and that's stupid. And so the other day, I was noticing something right out of somebody, which was kind of strange. But I noticed this one other time, and I was thinking, I hope this is not what I think it is, right? Anyway, I noticed that the person tried to act like they didn't see me. And I could tell that they acted like they didn't see me because it was trying to do this thing with other people around me, right? And then they did it again, which let me know that, bitch, you see me. And secondly, you don't have to see me ever because what the fuck is on? I don't know. It's weird. And then I'll be thinking certain people, entities, men, women, y'all are. Let me not say that word. Y'all are very strange because if I like somebody, it don't even have to be a like I want to get what you like. You see what I'm saying? Somehow in this thing, people automatically think that if I show up and I give you 2 cents worth of attention, they think that I'm interested in a way that I ain't checking for you, homie. And so when a person did that, I kind of like went in my other direction. Like I don't have to support you in no type of way on none of your platforms or any of that because you're weird for that. And not that I just noticed that it happened. And then in my mind, it made me think, like, what is up? And just because, just so y'all know, grown men, like men that you would think know better, old ass niggas, like I want to say 50, 55, 60, 65, y'all got to be very stupid because ain't no damn way y'all at that age. Majestic Grace, love you. Thank you for being here. She said, thrive and rise. And I love you. How was your night? And so it made me wonder. Majestic Grace, I had to kind of figure out what is, going on within the season and the sauce because literally, and one day everything was just different message, right? But then as soon as I sat down here, I had already like restarted all the devices, turned them off, let them power down, and everything else. And then all of a sudden, I pushed record on y'all, which was around, I don't know, because they was online for at least maybe 5, 10 minutes before I realized y'all never were live. But I pushed live on y'all first, and it's the same title, so it don't make sense. But anyway, so then I had to do the intro twice. Mind you, that means that they caught something that y'all didn't catch because I don't know. And then today just been a strange day. Like this morning has been a strange morning. And I'm gonna tell you why. Not for me intentionally doing anything other than I woke up, definitely early. Ain't nothing strange about that. I started cleaning, ain't nothing strange about that. Started reorganizing, ain't nothing strange about that. But and I did multiple videos. Nothing was really strange about that until it started being like a pulling energy till all of a sudden everything started spiraling, like trying to go really, really quickly. My energy that I had was restoration, reset, restore. Like, I started wiping off walls and, cleaning stuff to give it a fresh vibe, reorganizing things, vacuuming the floors, things of that nature, making sure I did my videos. I was very organized, very intentional in what I was doing, and then all of a sudden, um, mind you, I was up on somebody else's schedule. And I'm telling them, like, I didn't already made provisions, this, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden, something started spiraling. Like the time just went real, real quick. I started washing clothes probably around 6, 5, 6, somewhere around there. And for all intents purposes, the washer seemed like it took forever, but mind you, shouldn't have taken forever. But I didn't care because I wasn't really in a rush for nothing. Then I happened to notice, so in the process, I left my phone doing something because I did a video on, something that I had to wait for time. And then by the time I came back, that's the thing that I noticed. Then that phone had turned off. Anyway, long story short, after I sat here, that's when things started being like twice. But no, it wasn't that. It was when I came back. When I came back, first of all, I backed out, left, came back. When I went to go open the garage locked on me. That's not normal. But then that made me realize that I went through the front door anyway. So that was all way totally off anyway. But then when I came through the door, that locked on me. And so that was another thing. Then it was just all of a sudden it started to feel like another energy tried to intersect because my energy was doing this. And then all of a sudden it was like, let me try to fuck that up. Or let me try to set it back, because then I noticed I had to walk out the door. But the funny part is because this was different too. For all intents and purposes, my purse always has my keys in it. Somehow this morning, I started my car, and then I came in the house and noticed that my purse was in here. So my keys was already left in my car, which was weird because my keys are never in the car. So I never noticed that I left the house without having my purse. Because the car started, as long as the keys are in the vicinity, the car will start. And so then all of a sudden from that point on is when things started seeming like it was either crossing over, and that could be one of the things because and this may seem weird to y'all, but for all intents and purposes, this is how I go through Earth School. So for anybody that's listening and you don't understand why I'm even telling you any of this stuff, everything is intentional. Everything is important, right? And so the first thing that I did was I had a bucket of water, mop water. I wanted to refresh the water, and because I needed to mop, I felt like I need to mop, right? Cleanse and clear, right? Um, but because this whole office this morning when I came down here, I started vacuuming the floor and reorganizing stuff in here, wiping stuff off, right? And then I needed the vacuum cleaner. So when I went to go look for the vacuum cleaner was in my son's room. So since I was down in his room, I went to vacuum the hallway, the long hallway. So I took and I started to suction the stuff off of in the corners and creases. I know this sounds like nothing, but I'm telling y'all, everything is important. I'm telling you. So I started suctioning the stuff off the in the creases. Mind you, in my sleep, creases and crevices was important. Like getting in the crease and crevice of like a situation. And then, but that happened before this stuff happened, right? I was having that in my dream. And the way that was, I promise you, it was something weird because like any women in here, y'all got the under boob. It showed me the crease of a breast in my sleep, and it was weird. So let me see what y'all said. So I started cleaning the hall, back in the hall, but at that moment in time, I had enough time, but even when I was doing it, I was thinking, why the fuck are you doing this? Not that it don't need to be done anyway, but why was I choosing to do it then at that moment? So that was a thing, right? Let's see. That's how my night went. Another energy literally tried to shipwreck me. It was not my energy at all. Maybe the keys are in the car. The keys were in the car. That's the thing. But I don't normally just leave my keys. I don't let my keys raw dog the car. They're normally inside of the purse. But yesterday, I know how they got in there like that because yesterday, what did I do? I went and I did something, but I needed a battery. I had to replace. That was another thing. So the battery yesterday to the lawnmower, I had to drain the battery had drained. So I had to go and buy me a lawnmower battery, right? And I didn't want to do that, but you do what you got to do. So I had $70. Had to take my last $70 to go buy a lawnmower. Didn't really care. Go buy a lawnmower battery. So I had to go from one store to the next store to the next store. But when I went to where the fuck did I go to first? I went to Ace Hardware. It was almost like a straight line. It was the strangest thing. So I went to Ace Hardware, which is right down the street from my house. Ace Hardware didn't have it. They had these little dumb batteries, which, I don't know why. It was almost like making inventory. So went to Ace Hardware, they didn't have it. Then I went to Harbor Freight, which Harbor Freight sent me something saying they had a battery. Go to Harbor Freight, they don't have a fucking battery. But and while I was in there, I was looking at something else, some type of I happened to notice a generator. Don't ask me why, right? And then I noticed that generators are $1,000. Generators should not be $1,000. That's weird. Anyway, though, but I seen that on the way walking out. Mind you, I took Seven with me, but I didn't want to have to take her back and forth inside of the stores because I was running in and out to see it. So I left the car running, left the AC on with her in it. So I took the keys. And I had the money for some reason. I had the keys and the money in my hand. I don't walk around with money and keys in my hand. And matter of fact, the past couple of days, I done went to the store, which was weird because somehow I done ended up with cash. And normally I'm used to my debit card. So I walked out of the store. This is the other day. I walked out of the house, thinking going to the store to go grab something. Got to the store, didn't have no money because all the money was left here. And I had to call my son and tell my son, can you please send me some money because for some reason I done walked out of the house and my money's home. But the thing was, and I told him, I said, and I don't even know why I have cash because normally I don't have cash. I'm used to my credit card, right? So that was a thing. Anyway, long story short, now this particular day, so still same scenario. I didn't go take the cash to the bank, so I still had the cash in my hand. Anyway, so I got the cash in my hand and the keys. And something about it, I kept thinking about, like, why the fuck do you have the keys and the money? It was weird. So then when I went to go try to, after I went to Harbor Freight, they didn't have it. So then I had to go to AutoZone, which AutoZone ended up having the battery. Got the battery from AutoZone. Then, they have like a $10 core or something on it. So I came from there, came home, got the lawnmower, put the battery in. Then that was strange because then y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what it feels like. I'm gonna tell you why it feels strange. All right, so I'm gonna just be honest because I don't really like telling y'all certain things because I swear it makes people. I don't know. It's gonna make you probably look at me crazy, and it's gonna make people probably think that I'm crazy. And I promise you, I'm not crazy, right? But and this is why I don't want to mention it, but apparently I need to mention it. It seemed like I'm doing two people's things. Like it's me, but then another me. And so I'm actively seeing it cross over at the same time. So the strangest part is this. So it's like I can see my section and whoever else that is in another timeline like it's doing this. Like it's too close together. So that's why I want to say it. All right. But I don't really want to tell y'all. All right. Anyway, so long story short, I get the battery to go take it out. And inside of the lawnmower, there's a little hole that's there, and you got to push this thing out. But I'm actively trying to unscrew the bottom part because they got this little wire that goes across it. And I'm like, why the fuck y'all got this wire here? And it's stupid that the screw to the wires in another, like in this weird ass spot, right? So anyway, one of me wants to do it the right way. The other of me don't give a damn. Okay. And so the other of me wants to push it down. It's okay, Ty. We know we in this together. Yeah, because y'all, some shit is going crazy. Like I'm telling you, it's too close. And I can feel it because literally I'm seeing, and again, I don't want to say this because literally I know what the hell I mean, but somebody else is gonna take it wrong. Shadows of things that I should not be seeing. And it's not a mental thing. It's that is too, like, whatever the other thing is, it's too close. It's too this. Because like even with the water, right? I did the water the other day, and let me just stick to this story, and we'll go to that on another note. So it's almost like whatever is happening, it's almost like it's trying to merge itself. So that's why I'm saying, like, all of a sudden and one day everything was just different, like things just being different. It is, remember when I said reorder it? Like whenever you want to manifest something, just it's like you just reorder it. So now you just got to reorganize. So something changed, and maybe a pattern or something is shifted. Um, Okay. Another conversation yesterday, while I was at Ace Hardware, I'm having a conversation with a person, and I told them the same thing I told y'all yesterday. But this person, um, because I talked to this person, so they actively are kind of relating to me the same exact thing. Like, um, the upside down. This place right here ain't right because it's upside down. Right is wrong, wrong is right. Good is bad, bad is good. Somehow they lock God away, and then they calling him something else. And I'm saying, how actively are they allowing push and pull, yin and yang, positive and negative tensions? Well, I don't even feel that. I feel like it's about to be a timeline merge. That's the way I feel. Because the fact that it's doing this, and it's like static. Like, to me, it's like those timelines are so similar that they don't have to both exist at the same time. And it's random and weird that I'm even saying this, but I promise you, like, in Majestic Grace, you know that every time I say something, somehow the universe will drop it in my lap. Like, as soon as I get off here and I start scrolling, all of a sudden, exactly what I said, what I thought, is going to show up. And then it's going to be scientifically proven that da 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 da, and it weirds me out because of the fact that, like, when I be saying it, it's just that's the way I feel, and it just comes to me, and then all of a sudden something will happen, and here we go. So one of the timelines are very much similar, and so it makes it whatever little tweak, like all of a sudden, right will be right and wrong will be wrong. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it is going to shift, but right will be right. It's like I know that because this one is upside down, but this one is right and wrong is wrong. But it's closer than we think. So it may be the dial, like it's the closest to the timeline that they found that makes any sense. And then all of a sudden, bam, it turns into one timeline. And then certain things that you saw before you won't be seeing again, and you'll notice the shift. Like once upon a time they was doing this, and now they're not. And so it's kind of like that. Anyway, long story short, everything that's happening is guiding us to this situation. The release it at the end. So go to the place, get it, bring it home, and then I gotta push this button. But actively, I'm trying to do the right thing. But this, where they got the screw at, don't make no sense. Because why the fuck would you put it there anyway? Hello, it's a fucking lawnmower. You got little teeny crevices and creases, right? But the fact of the matter is that battery should have been changed a long time ago. It wasn't. Now it is. I went to the shed yesterday to take some stuff out, and because it shouldn't be in there. Mind you, it's almost like because this timeline is doing whatever it is, like that stuff should have already been done. If that stuff would have already been done, it would have already been so much further along. But because whatever this timeline is doing, we have to actively go ahead and walk it out, play it out. But just so y'all know, something is 2 years. Whatever this was is 2 years behind what it should be. But mind you, you are where you are because this timeline is 2 hours or 2 years or something ahead. This timeline is doing what it's doing, and wherever you feeling like you fall in between, then all of a sudden here we are, because stuff from 2019 is coming up in fucking 2026. Stuff from 2022 is coming up now to play itself out in 2026. Remember when we talked about karma, the wheel of fortune, right? So the wheel of fortune, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're in the middle or whatever, in the mix. The wheel of fortune is what keeps the life cycle going. Everything is yours. The world is yours, but nothing is yours. As above, so below. As within, so without, right? Spendy, hi, welcome, thanks for being here. Anyway, long story short, so now I'm starting to cross over. It's almost like whatever this timeline, the new timeline is, I'm finally doing the things that were necessary that needed to be done in order for me to go into it. And it's like it's doing this because something is trying to intercept to kind of, shut it down. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I pray one day I get to see Ghana and many other countries over there in Africa. And also, I pray that y'all realize that we are one people. Ghana, Africa is Africa. If you live in Africa, I don't care if it's Ethiopia, Africa, Egypt, Africa, Mali, Africa, Sierra Leone, Africa. Africa is Africa. And so I pray that y'all get it together, because if y'all get it together, then everybody else, the other, melanated people all over the world will follow suit. And so Ibrahim and Over is doing major things, which also I just saw that they're taking a pay cut to give the people a raise, and then somebody compares it to his mentor, somebody that he loved, that he is following in footsteps, and then they're saying that he got taken out of the game. I pray that y'all don't allow anything to happen to the leaders that are trying to change, because y'all don't realize, for as much in all intents purposes they try to keep us separate, the collective, together we stand, divided we fall. If y'all get it together, y'all get to come and save us, because y'all got everything that we need. And so I know people will say, oh, we don't need to be saved. Yes, the fuck we do. And we have to save ourselves, but we have to save ourselves by consciously agreeing to work together. That's how we do it. So I want y'all to really, really come together and realize that how many numbers, how strong y'all are. Because when y'all do, y'all will be able to, save India. Y'all will be able to save everybody if y'all get it together. If y'all leaders get it together and y'all decide that y'all know our people, the melanated people, and less melanated people, whoever want to be here. But I pray y'all get it together, because y'all are going to be the move that helps change a nation. And so please tell them that I said that and that I love them. And I know they don't like me, but I don't know why. They should love me, because I love them. But either way. Anyway, so all intents purposes, timelines doing a thing, and I feel every bit of it. And it's being, kind of weird that it's happening like that. But again, sometimes I don't want to say stuff because somebody listening and they're gonna be like, oh, she da 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 da, bitch. Worry about yourself. Everything is, everything. Um, so approach again. So how do we approach a situation? Miss Kelly, thank you for the word, because that was a thing. Um, how do you approach a person? How do you approach love? How do you approach a spiritual pathway? So it's not just what you do spiritually, it's also how you do it. Mind you, taking somebody's free will, this is one of the things. Free will is important. Everybody's individual free will is important. Um, there's a billion ways to skin a cat. So, and I don't really like saying that, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You don't have to take nobody's free will away to get something done. People will volunteer for all intents purposes. Like a mother sucker will volunteer to go to war and be on the front line for you if you tell the truth. You don't have to lie to a person. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to, do any of that. But a lot of people choose the manipulation role or the lying, approach instead of the right approach. Which is no, the free will approach is what I want to say, because there is no right or wrong approach, especially when it's your pathway, because somebody else may see it as wrong and you may know it's right. Anyway, take it how it resonates. Um, someone can approach life with fear, anger, pride, or control. Another person can approach life with patience, awareness, humility, compassion, and discernment. So spiritually, your approach is believed to shape your experiences, your relationships, your growth, and how clearly you see situations. So I would like to say, please, can I use salt to bathe? I did this morning, so why you asking me? I literally got a bucket in my shower and I poured some soap in some salt in a bucket. stood in the water in the bucket. Then I took salt, and rubbed it all over my body. Like I use salt a lot. So, mind you, if you notice, there's people will tell you not to do stuff, but all the while they are actively using salt. Salt is purification. Salt is natural from the earth. So I use it all the time. I don't leave home without it. Matter of fact, salt at my front door. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all how somebody came over here. The world is so small. Like literally, somebody came over, and then I wanted to ask them. I should have asked them anyway. Why did you feel scared? They said they were scared to come up to my house. But it's funny because I came to the door, and it put everything at ease. And so that might be the thing, but I wonder if what is around the house is what made them feel afraid. But anyway, come to find out, we was kind of related to all the same family members. But then it made me wonder, maybe it was because my grass wasn't cut, so I had to go cut my grass because I don't know why, looking at my yard like. Anyway, long story short, so now today I gotta go take the blades off and some other shit and get my blades sharpened because you know clean it up, get some stuff together, get things organized, and although every little bit helps. Everything counts, even if we don't realize it. There's some stuff that should have already been done in the system, and y'all know what I wanted to do, and I don't know, and just the fact that you saying that, Spendy, y'all, it made me wonder because the Chinese, right? They have stuck to our herbalism, which is not theirs; it's everybody's, right? Because that was the culture. That was all of our culture before at one point in time, because that was what we had, herbalism, right? So the Chinese have kind of mastered it, right? And they continue to use it and live in it and do all these things. But mind you, it made me think of Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa, the richest man on earth, right? Who, for some reason, Elon Musk seems like he is in what's the word? He wants to compare himself or he wants to compete with Mansa Musa, right? Anyway, you have to be a good person to be compare yourself to Mansa Musa. Anyway, Mansa Musa was the richest man on earth, and it was because they had a lot of salt. Long story short, for some reason, what I've been wanting to do is, if I haven't been able to go to the beach, but I actively try to get them to give me one of them little bath things that you can put outside or whatnot. They ain't gave it to me yet, but I might figure out another way. I want to fill a bathtub up with nothing but salt and sit in it because it makes me wonder. Salt dries things out, and the reason why I'm saying that's because the Asians say that it's dampness in your body. So dampness, which is mucus and things of that nature, um, is what they call it. So then they'll tell you how to treat it with herbs, this and the third. But it's like to me almost like a smokehouse situation, or like how you cure something. And it's funny because you hear what the word says, cure. In order to cure something, you soak it in salt. You put it in salt. And so it made me wonder if that's the thing. Anyway, long story short, there is a salt that is on earth that cures everything, including MRSA and all types of other stuff. I just seen it the other day. Did I save it? Let me tell y'all. So it made me wonder if, because if you're a healer, heal yourself. That's one of the things that I keep telling everybody. And the fact that to cure something you use salt, the title is always right. These are some of the things, the gems that I think God put in on earth for us not to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't miss this because this is what it says. This is what it means. Let me see. Now, y'all, literally, I clicked on a button and it all of a sudden says
There's a salt that costs $2 and kills
right
every
here.
bacterium that has ever made a human. There's a salt that costs $2 and kills every bacterium that has ever made a human being sick. Not most bacteria, not the ones that have not developed resistance yet. Every bacterium, including the antibiotic-resistant superbugs that are killing over 700,000 people per year worldwide, and that the entire pharmaceutical arsenal of the 21st century is failing to reliably eliminate. MRSA, VRE, carbapenem-resistant enterobacteriaceae, drug-resistant tuberculosis. Every one of them killed in minutes of contact with this $2 salt through a mechanism so fundamental to bacterial biology that evolution cannot produce resistance against it, regardless of how many generations are exposed. The United States Environmental Protection Agency registered this salt as an antimicrobial material in 2008 and published peer-reviewed data showing it kills 99.9% of MRSA within 2 minutes of surface contact.
MRSA, like, that's a flesh-eating disease.
99.9 in 2 minutes. Hospitals across the United States have known since that EPA registration that replacing standard stainless steel surfaces with a salt alloy material in high-risk patient contact areas reduces hospital-acquired infection rates by 58%. Not by 10%, by 58%.
So this is what I'm telling y'all. Like, literally, it's a lot of stuff that's right in our face. And so we have to make sure that we get the right salt. But
the global hospital infection control market, worth over $10 billion annually, has spent 15 years ensuring that the person being wheeled into a hospital room never thinks to ask why the bed rail, the call button, and the IV pole are made of stainless steel rather than the $2 per pound material. The salt is copper sulfate. The element is copper, the same reddish metal that has been wiring electrical systems since the 1980s. The same metal whose vessels ancient Greek and Roman physicians filled.
Mind you, then I was running across something else, and I ain't giving nobody medical advice, but you know, a lot of people wear copper around their wrist and this, that, and the third. But then come to find out, there's stuff that in our system, and I forgot how they was actually wording it, but it is something that's in your system, and if it has enough copper in it, or if it doesn't have enough copper in it, or something, then it can actually heal you in another way. But anyway, long story short, salt is a good thing, and it made me wonder if they saying it is bacteria resistant. If what they, you know, they talk about there's a Ebola strain running around here, right? What if, and I don't know, so you know what I'm saying, you said you in Ghana, put some salt on it, shit. Soak in some salt, cure it with salt. Cure yourself. Because that's what I want to do. I want to get a fucking big ass bin, and I would like to have some salt, and I just want to be able to soak in the salt and see what happens. I know I'm gonna have to drink a lot of fucking water, because it's gonna dry you the fuck out, but seems like it makes sense to me. I don't know. Shit. Do that information what you will. I'm just saying I want to try it because it came to my mind, and normally, you know, when shit comes to my mind, I'll be like, I'll trust me. So I don't know how we get a big ass bucket of salt either, but then we have to be mindful. Oh, let me tell y'all something. All right, so I found this. The blood, you know, it's in the blood, right? Mind you, blood is life. Mind you, blood can call from beyond. Blood called God and told God that, you know, this nigga killed me. You know what I'm saying? So it says there's different types of blood and what they actually mean. So these are the actual different types of blood. You can screenshot it if you want, okay? All right. So the different types of blood. And the first one is O positive, O negative, A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, and RH null blood. Okay, so this is what this thing says. It say 38% of people on Earth have this, and we're going to fact check it because I found this online. So we're going to write it while we going, because I had a theory. And I'm going to just say it's my theory, so don't nobody, you know, say nothing, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. So how many people on Earth All right. So according to chat, this is correct. So this thing says 38% of people on Earth have this, which is O positive. Then it says the world's most common blood type can donate to. It can donate to O positive. It can donate to A plus. It can donate to B. It can donate to AB plus, and it can receive blood from O positive and O negative. All right. So O positive blood can donate to O positive, A positive, B positive, AB positive. So it can donate to all the positives. Okay. Now it says here that 38% of the world's population have O positive blood, making it the most common blood type globally. With Earth's population currently 8.1 billion people, that means roughly estimate number of people with O positive blood, 3.1 billion people worldwide. 8.1 billion times 38.7% equals 3.13 billion people. O positive is especially important because people with O positive blood can donate to most other Rh positive blood types. Okay. So then, all right, we're going to go to O negative. All right, so it says only 7% of people have it. When someone is dying and there's no time to check, this is what saves them. So it said they can donate to everyone. All 8 blood types can receive from O negative. Everybody. So that means to me, and this is just my theory, right? O negative seem to be like the beginning. Like that would seem to be the blood type that is like the birther of all things. It's like the black female, right? Because to me, if I can create all of y'all, but y'all can't create me, then that means I started this mother sucker. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. And so it says, O negative is the only one. So here it says the same exact thing. So I guess it's right. About 6 to 7% of the world's population has O blood. O positive, O negative, O negative blood. That equals roughly estimated number of people with O negative blood, 500 to 700, 500 to 570 million people worldwide. So if we don't have, if an O negative person didn't exist and they couldn't, a lot of people wouldn't be saved, okay? Because they can donate to everybody, all right? And I guess it's okay for them to now know about who all that's what blood type for safety, but something about it don't feel right. I don't know why. Well, I mean, it would make sense to me that you were being right, okay? But anyway, long story short, anybody with O negative blood, I'm gonna just say to me, I feel like you are the beginning of Earth. Why? Because you can create everybody, you can help everybody. All right. Then it goes into A plus, A positive. So A positive, it says 25% of people have this. The second most common in the world can donate to A plus and AB plus. They can receive blood though from A plus, A negative, O positive, and O negative. All right. So y'all just do with that information what y'all will. So on the flip side of that, the majority of people here on the planet, they said, have the majority of people have O positive, right? Then about 38-39% of the population has O positive blood, making it the most common blood type globally. So that's the most common. To me, that is the most, that it maybe is the The next generation, so it's like I made you, and this could be like it has a shift, you know what I'm saying? So the people who started this mother sucker, and again, this is just my theory, would be O negative people because they can, do everything. They can create all the blood types, maybe. And I don't know if this is genetically correct. I'm just saying that, or they can help everybody, right? But the majority of people being O positive, that means that may be where one of the genetic, things is where it started to change. Evolution, maybe. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know the actual proper terms to put it in. Hi, Mike. Love you. Thank you for being here. Okay. So then A plus and AB. So they can receive from A plus, A negative, and O plus and O negative. So then it says 2.2, the 2.4 billion people worldwide, right? Based on today's global population. It says is especially common in many parts of Europe, North America, and Australia, which seems like that was another mutation. Again, I don't know the right words, but literally I feel like there's something, maybe I don't know the actual words that to say, but you can tell via the blood what started to happen. You see what I'm saying? And then remember that was the thing. Blood is the life force, right? All right, so then it goes into A negative. So A negative, it says 6% of people have it, but it works with nearly half of all the blood types. They can donate to A plus, A negative, AB plus, and AB negative. They can receive blood from A negative and O negative. So they can only receive blood from two different people, two different types. Negative blood types are generally less common because of Rh negative factors. It inherited less frequently worldwide. But the thing is, it makes me wonder because what they call negative is the female. You see what I'm saying? So something about it, because I don't know how it would all go together, because I'm not a scientist, but I'm telling you, something negative is the female though. Anyway, it says negative blood types are generally less common because Rh negative factor is inherited less frequently worldwide. Another mutation, right? Again, don't know. Don't say. I'm asking. So this is a question. All right. So then it got B plus, right? So B plus, it says 22% of people have this, making it the third most common in the world. Third most common. And they can donate to B plus AB plus, can receive blood from B plus, B negative, O plus, and O negative. Something about it is throwing me a little bit though, but again, I don't know the science behind it. But it's making me wonder, like, if they can donate to a AB plus, I don't know. Anyway, so B. It says B is more common in parts of Asia than in Europe or North America. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just keep on going. But do y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, do it sound like there's something more there than what is being said? It sounds like there's more. There's something to this. All right, so we got B negative. Is one of the rare blood types in the world. 1 to 2% of the global population has B negative blood. That equals roughly estimate number of people with B negative blood, 80 to 160 million people worldwide, based on a worldwide population of about 8.1 billion people with B blood can receive blood from B negative and O negative. They can donate those to B negative plus B positive plus AB negative and AB positive. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, see, this is what I'm saying up here. That B negative people can donate to AB negative and AB positive, but the B positive people can only donate to A positive. And again, I'm sure there's a science behind it, but it's probably why I don't feel right about it. Well, there's more not to feel right about. Hold on, sister, because it's coming. Because you ain't heard. Okay, so then we got AB positive. So AB positive says there's only about 3% of the people have it, but they can receive blood from literally anyone on earth. The luckiest blood type in an emergency room can donate to AB. The luckiest blood type in an emergency room can donate to AB plus only. Can receive blood from everyone. So AB plus can receive blood from anybody on earth. Then it says over here, so this says 3%, but chat says 4 to 5% of the world's population has AB plus blood. That means roughly estimate number of people is AB plus positive blood. 320 to 400 million people worldwide, based on a global population of around 8.1 billion people with AB plus blood can receive blood from all types. O negative, O positive, A negative, A positive, B negative, B positive, AB negative, and AB positive. They donate red blood cells only to AB plus recipients. So they can't donate all the blood, but they can donate red blood cells only to AB plus recipients. So, a AB positive person can't donate their same blood to anybody else. They can only donate red blood cells. And then the other thing is, how do they figure this out? Like, that's the other part to me, right? So that might be another reason why you don't feel right about it. But they can donate red blood cells, but AB plus is unique because it has both A and B antigens, the Rh positive factor. Okay, so AB negative. AB negative is the rarest of the major blood types. About 0.5 to 1% of the world population has AB blood. That means roughly estimated number of people with AB blood is the 40 to 80 million people worldwide, based on a global population of 8.1 billion. This says 1%, so I guess they're in the same range. It says they can receive blood from A negative, A negative, B negative, AB negative, and O negative. They can donate to AB negative and AB positive. You see what I'm saying? How is AB negative able to donate to AB negative, but AB positive can't donate to themselves? They can only donate red blood cells. Anyway, so it says they can donate AB negative, AB positive only. It says it's the rarest because it combines both A and B antigens, the Rh negative factor. AB is often in very short supply in hospitals, so it's highly valued in blood banks. That's why you don't feel good about it. It gets worse. Now, Rh null. Rh null blood is one of the rarest blood types in the entire world, sometimes called the golden blood type. How rare is it? Fewer than 50 people worldwide are known to have it. Some estimate 40 to 50 living donors at any given time. It is far rarer than AB. Why is it so rare? Rh null means no Rh antigens at all in the red blood cells, not negative, completely absent. This requires very unusual genetic mutations. I guess I wasn't wrong. It is a genetic mutation. So, this requires very unusual genetic mutations affecting multiple genes that control Rh proteins. Why is it medically important? People with Rh null blood can only receive Rh null blood, extremely difficult to find. Can donate to any Rh negative blood type in emergency situations. In some controlled cases, health considerations, many individuals with Rh null blood may experience mild to moderate anemia, fragile red blood cells. Because of its rarity, global blood organizations often track donors with this type very closely for emergency medical use. Rh antigens at all. What does this mean? Anyway, mind you, I was listening to something yesterday, right? And apparently this blood type is classified. But also it's called the golden. Apparently it looked like this. It gave me Nephilim. On your red blood cells, there is normally tiny protein markers on the surface. These markers are called antigens. With no Rh antigens at all, the Rh system is one group of those markers, the same system that gives you positive and negative blood type. Most people have Rh antigens like Rhd, Rhc, Rhe, etc. If you are Rh negative, you're missing one key one, usually Rhd. If you're Rh null, you are missing all Rh antigens entirely. What is an antigen? Classified. I feel like it should all be classified. Well, let me see what an antigen is first and foremost. Let's make sure we know what we're talking about. All right, so it says an antigen is a molecule, usually a protein or sugar, on the surface of a cell or germ that the immune system can recognize. Simple definition: an antigen is a marker or ID tag on cells that tell your immune system what is self or not. An antigen is a marker or ID tag on cells that tells your immune system what is self or not. That don't make sense. Okay, in blood. I need to know what this means because how the fuck do you not know what is yourself? Does that mean the difference between you or something foreign, a foreign pathogen? That must be what it is. In blood, on red blood cells, antigens act like name tags. A blood type has A antigens, B blood type has B antigens, AB has both, O has neither A or B, Rh factor positive or negatives, and other types of antigen systems. Why they matter. Your immune system uses antigens to decide this belongs to the body, safe. This is foreign, attack it. So outside of blood, antigens are also found on bacteria, viruses. Mind you, my dreams was talking about mold outside. Allergens like pollen. That's how your immune system knows what to fight. So one line summary: antigens are molecules, ID tags that help your immune system recognize cells and decide to accept or attack them. All right. In immunology, self and not self are simple ways of describing what your immune system considers part of your body versus something foreign. Okay, I guess I was right. Self is your own body cells. Your immune system is trained to recognize these as you. It normally does not attack them. Example: your red blood cells, skin cells, organs. These cells have your personal set of antigens, ID markers. Yeah, I think this is also getting a little worse. These cells have your personal set of antigens, ID markers that say I belong here. I told y'all these people are obsessed with genealogy and DNA. Your blood is genealogy and DNA. Mind you, I told y'all, and I swear I'm getting closer to really just saying 110%. These buildings that they call in fucking data centers or something, and they're using all the water. I'm telling you, they're reading the information from the water. Water has memory, but then all of a sudden, it seems like the fact that why can't you use it again, and it's something weird that's happening even with that. Um, not self, anything foreign or different from your body. Bacteria, viruses, parasites. So they're also noticing that diseases are caused by parasites. Because something was happening, somebody was talking to me, and they kept saying a parasite, which is making me wonder why is it that the difference between these generations and this generation. Our generation says that's an STD, we don't give a fuck, but the new generation is saying parasite. A parasite is alien. It's something that's foreign. It's like how y'all remember Men in Black, the little animal that got inside of a person, and they was like the driving force. So you're mentally being controlled or carried, like you're being controlled by a foreign entity, a foreign object, a parasite. Mind you, y'all, and this is another thing that my dreams was telling me last night, and I know this is crazy, but ain't nothing crazy. Could Earth be a spaceship? Could Earth be the thing? And then the only reason why I'm asking that is because the stuff that's underneath the pyramids. You know how they saying they providing, they trying to figure out what's under the pyramids and all these things that are generators and this, that, and third. Mind you, they've been trying to tell us that we've been floating in space our whole entire life. Like literally growing up, Earth is floating, it's in space. Does that mean Earth is a ship? And technically, if we look at it in a whole nother way, something is off. I'm telling y'all, like it just don't make sense. But mind you, then it would be one of those things. Like we already told you, we tried to tell you that Earth was floating in space. We just look at it as a planet because you know what I'm saying, as a dome, but as they're even going back into in the Bible talking about the firmament, which would make it like a flying saucer. If anybody believes in the flat Earth theory, then that's what this would be. It would be the firmament because that's what the Bible said. The firmament, and then this would be the area. It would look like a fucking flying saucer. I mean, at this point, I gotta question all their shit because it's weird that. And then, and if they came out and they said it, then everybody would be like, if they went back to school and they told us, they would say, well, we did tell y'all because we told y'all that Earth was this. Then I used shipwreck to explain my night last night. Well, I'm trying to tell you, like, everything is important, although people be thinking nothing is important, but it's just weird that, it's like cure. You use salt to cure. But mind you, why wouldn't we test that theory? Your house is your body, your physical body, your celestial sign. It's the place that you live in. So your vessel, a vessel, Like all of these words are going back to themselves. You see what I'm saying? Because a vessel is a house. And if your vessel is shipwrecked, that means your vessel is stuck somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So the shipwreck, somebody would think of a boat being this, but you got to think of it more like spiritually. It's so much more that goes along with that. So, do what you want with that, but it's a real thing. It's like how when we have to hear the sun, and I'm saying, why is Lucifer called the morning star? Mind you, as above, so below. When God created the heavens, he also created the abyss. Mind you, I learned from the abyss from a daggone child yesterday, a kindergartner, so talked about the freaking the levels of the ocean, and he taught like there's this line, and then there's this line, and then there's this line, then there's the abyss. Mind you, the kid wasn't wrong, and because I remember seeing it, but people don't even realize there are actual layers, and the abyss is labeled in the ocean. And so, whoever was here yesterday, they said, gave us the thing, allow me to see things that I'm supposed to be able to see. And so now, and then once you see it, you can't unsee it. Anyway, so something is important even about that, because remember, the blood was important. The blood is the life force. The blood is it's like your blood is living, because your blood is a living life force, but also your blood is not your soul. You see what I'm saying? Like, it still levels to this. And okay, so it say note to self, notes not self, sorry. No, easy analogy. Think of your immune system like a security guard. Self equals employees with the right badge ID. Now see, that's where it gets scary. Because you see what I'm saying? DNA, if they're testing your DNA and your blood, employees with the right badge ID. Some people can't go here. Some people can't go here. You see what I'm saying? Note to self: strangers without your company badge. Not to self. I don't know why I want to say note to self. Not self. Not self. A person that has your badge. It's like when I said, and this happened a while ago, where I am in the universe. I can tell when certain things are happening, because then all of a sudden I'll start breaking glass, right? And spiritually, nobody may not understand this, but if I put my blood into the ground, the universe now knows where I am. If I go hug a tree, the universe now knows where I am. It's like also, my yard right now looks crazy. I gotta go outside and I gotta actively blow out the stuff that's in the ground. But all intents purposes, everybody would say use weed killer. I'm a herbalist. I can't use weed killer. We don't do that. We would have to use something natural and something normal. But my yard is saying that dandelions are, whatever dandelions do, liver and cleanse and everything else. Apparently, I need to be making some dandelion tea. You see what I'm saying? So the yard will tell you everything that's happening around you. So if you start killing it off, that's what they wanted you to do. Meanwhile, I got big ass, like I got roots and stuff. So I need to go clean them. I pulled some of them out, but literally, because I need to make whatever tea that is. But as of now, every time I step in the ground, I get stuck by something, and now I'm bleeding. So, and we know how they steal. You damn right we know how they steal, because guess what? If they got your blood, they also can manipulate something by opening something. This is why, like, even they tell you not to do this, like the vice versa, the other way. So this, because they're saying that now your fingerprints can get captured, and now they can have access to something. Remember I told you about the palm reading, the person talking about the palm, and then all of a sudden I'm starting to see people's hands inside of the chat. Like, why are y'all doing that? And so now actively, if I know who you are, I can take your blood. If I've been trying to figure out how to open something that I stole from Egypt, because I commissioned it to be here, da 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 da. All I need is, oh, you need to go to the doctor for something. We went to the doctor, and now I got a sample of your blood, and now I can open whatever it was to see what. Like these people, they crafty with the stealing, and y'all may not think that's true, but I was listening to one of the ladies. She said she went down the wormhole of this. Mind you, she said it yesterday. I swear I didn't even pay no attention to it. Basically, just whatever, whatever. And the fact of the matter is it came up again, which means the universe is trying to actively tell me something about the blood is important. And then what happens if? And this is another thing. If they wanted to, reset the earth like how they want to do it, they got to make sure that everybody's blood type is here. Because how are they? Because as you know, they want to be able to feed off on somebody. So we need this many people with this blood type. We would probably have to save all the RH null people because if it's only 50 of y'all mother suckers, we definitely got to make sure y'all exist. We got to make sure. So right now, all the O positive people, y'all are at risk because it's enough for y'all to get the fuck on. Okay. Period. It's so O positive, they would probably be making something to target that blood type because it is out of 8 billion people, it is 13 billion people on the earth. Guess what? If you're not productive and you're O positive, your ass is up out of here. Let's see. As far as O negative, it's 500 to 570. We can reduce y'all about 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? But O negative, O positive, we can reduce y'all about a couple billion. Like at least 2 billion, we can get rid of y'all. So if they wanted to target something, O positive blood. Um, O negative, about 1 million of y'all could go. A positive, let's see. 30%, 2.4 billion. A positive, y'all are the third highest. Let me see. Y'all are in population, based on global population. It says it is 2.2 to 2.4 billion. I can reduce y'all about 1 billion. Let's see. Because we don't need all y'all. A negative. A negative, y'all are about 400, 500 million people. I could probably reduce y'all about 1 million. So ain't nobody off the chopping block except for the RH null people. Let's see. B positive 1.8 billion. I could reduce y'all to half. B, well that I can reduce all y'all about more than half because literally O positive that means I can reduce y'all. O positive I can reduce y'all about 2-3 billion people. O negative, about 1 to 2% of the global population has B blood. That equals roughly around 180 to 100. Like I can reduce everybody to about 1 million. That means y'all do the numbers on what the fuck. But either way, the only person that AB y'all too y'all can go. AB positive y'all can go. AB negative I gotta keep all of y'all because AB negative it's only about 80 million. Nah, I can get rid of some of y'all too. Because we only need about 1 million, especially if we want to start this mother sucker over. But anyway, long story short, all of y'all are on a chopping block. Don't get it fucked up, okay? Except for the RH null people. They the only ones that need to be saved around here because they the only ones that don't account for really too much of the neighborhood. The fact of the matter is they said these niggas, RH null, fewer than 50 people worldwide are known to have it. So they gotta keep all y'all. Not unless y'all don't need to exist anyway. So depending upon what they think, then there's another thing. Because as y'all know, it's basically how they feel like, are you important? If one of them got it, one of the people that is that call themselves, thinking they running the building, if they got it, then your ass is safe. If they ain't got it, you going too. So do with that information what you will. It's based off of what they would actively think that is important. But as of now, O positive, y'all definitely getting it. That means including me, I'm O positive. So apparently I'm in the chopping block. All right. So, but, 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 O positive, just so y'all know. And O negative, that mean also, what if it mean we can talk to each other? Actively, if I use my blood and I can heal anybody, because it say who can heal anybody? Me, right? That means I can actively talk to all y'all too. Because when something happens, just know that might mean how the downloads is being given also too. Because O positive is especially important because O positive blood can donate to most other RH positive bloods. All right. Negative is the universal donor. O negative is the universal donor. So y'all, that means that we should be able to talk to each other as well. Ain't that what that means? She had facts. That's crazy. And with the agending. But when one thing exists, so does the other. That means that y'all should be opening up. Y'all tuning forks. Let me help y'all out. Let me see if I can get y'all some frequency around this VITCH. Because guess what? If that's the case, let's get it started. Oh. I am cracking up. She said, do y'all know y'all blood type? I know mine. Anybody that got kids should know their blood type. I definitely know mine. Majestic Grace, don't you got kids though? Majestic Grace, if you got kids and you got any of their information around, then you probably have your blood type. If not, next time you go to the doctor, tell them that you need it. I mean, on the table. So anyway, that means that we can actively start talking to each other. How about that? It's in the blood. The blood, the blood, the blood, the blood, the blood. Okay? Your blood. The DNA. The inheritance. Okay? So they know who and what and this, that, and the third. Because they done been in your business. So we're gonna leave that there and then we're gonna go back over here. Okay. I'll check that out. And if you ever went for a surgery or any of that, they probably tested your blood type too. So that's another thing. Anyway, so here we are. It's not just what you do spiritually, it's how you do it. So for example, some people can approach life with fear, anger, and pride or control, and other person can approach life with patience, awareness, humility, compassion, and discernment. So spiritually, your approach is believed to shape your experiences, your relationships, your growth, and how clearly you see situations. A spiritual approach often reflects your inner state. So if someone approaches everything with fear, they may see danger everywhere. If they approach it with love, they may notice connection and understanding. If they approach it with ego, they may seek power or validation. Wisdom, they may seek truth and balance. Many spiritual teachings across cultures say the way that you approach life becomes the lens through which life responds to you. So symbolic interpretation and approach can also represent entering a new phase, preparing for transformation, moving closer to the truth, or becoming more conscious of yourself and the world around you. I want to say discernment for some reason. I want to say discernment. I want to say red flags. The fact of the matter is, and one thing, everything was just different, meaning that there's change, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Hey, Papa Daddy, welcome. Thank you for being here. And you and all. I must have missed what he said earlier. Okay, I'll check that. Period. I know, Mike. I was so far removed from the hospital system until them strokes hit. Well, that means they definitely got your blood type. Because if you, yeah, that means they definitely have your blood type. Just call and get the records. Because they have to test you. They need to know. Things changing. An approach can also represent entering a new phase, preparing for transformation, moving closer to the truth, or becoming more conscious of yourself and the world around you. Like I said, when I started off this morning, my energy was this, and then all of a sudden I sat down here, pushed, something, and stuff started to go haywire. Either way, not my energy, not authorized. You can't access me via the back door or secret database or any of this. My free will is my free will, and I want to make sure I'm making the decisions for me, not nobody else outside of me, not nobody else trying to control, not nobody else trying to put me on their timeline, not nobody else trying to do, whatever it's doing. Um, my free will is just that, my free will, and I claim my sovereignty and my free will for me. So preparing for transformation, moving closer to the truth, or becoming conscious of yourself and the world around you. So approaching healing, approaching God, divine energy, approaching relationships, or approaching challenges differently after growth. All right, so for some reason, something else was also in my spirit this morning because as I was vacuuming the hallway, it was reminding me of parents and children, where people think that, how, like, if you have a relationship with the mom and the dad, you may think that the mom has more control over the kids, or the dad may think that they have control over the kids, however it goes. Either way, people allowing relationships to either grow or decline based off of the other person. And so I know sometimes it's hard to co-parent. I know sometimes it's hard to, be involved with somebody who wants to be just downright despicable and difficult to deal with. But for all intents purposes, I don't think that we have successfully navigated relationships based off of how we were raised or even how we go into other relationships. So even though we're an adult and we can say now we can make our own conscious choices, but if this is what we learned, growing up, what if we don't know? You know what I'm saying? So a person will say, well, you're an adult now and you could change. Maybe if you see a good change, like be the change that you wish to see, what if I've never seen it, and what if I don't know? What if my behavior is, classified as whatever this is, but I've never seen anything different, and all I know is I grew up isolated in a small country town, and now I never even knew the world could be so big. I never even knew that other opinions were even there to have. I didn't know my free will. I'm in Dover. I grew up in Dover. I'm from Dover. I know you. Do I know you in real life? Um. Anyway, so what if we didn't know, like, the ocean is vast, the sky is, so many different. I didn't know the sky could be pink or purple. But I seen it. Nobody would believe me, but y'all done seen the sky become red, orange, so many different colors. But the sky has only ever been blue from the time that I was growing up until about 18 was the first time I ever seen it turn red. You see what I'm saying? So if you never seen the sky turn pink or lavender, like somebody's telling you that, oh, the sky was lavender, you'd be like, you're lying. You're crazy. The sky was actually lavender. I have pictures of it. The sky was actually blood red. I have pictures of it on my social media. Yup, at sundown, and it's so pretty. That's what I'm saying. One morning I was outside and I was doing Uber a long time ago, and I kid you not, like, it was the brightest orange you ever seen. But this is now where people are saying, when I was growing up, the sun was yellow. Now the sun is white. When I was growing up, the sun came up and then the moon went down. Now the sun and the moon is up at the same damn time. So it's a lot of stuff that's acting different. Um, Up until about 6 months ago, the moon was like this, not like this. You see what I'm saying? And all I keep thinking is the moon, the sun, something the earth has to be off its axis. And then when I say that, does the earth even have an axis? Because these people have been lying so much, like, is that even a real thing? But somehow our placement is definitely different, because guess what? My finger is a result of the universe and God trying to tell me that this is the way it is. It is on the side and it has a little star up here. But guess what? Now it is upside down like this, and the star is here. I don't know if y'all seen that, but I looked at it last night. The star used to sit above like this, and now it's like this. What is causing that? And so I thought it was important last night, and I remembered, and I know for a fact that it was like that because Dina was around at this time, and me and her was looking at the sky one night, and I forgot what she ended up asking her husband at the time, or he ended up saying something, because we both noticed that star, which I think is Venus, I think that's what it is. He ended up saying something to us about it, but we noticed at that point in time it was bright as hell. So that's the only reason why I know that for a fact. Like, I'm never going to forget that, because we were actively talking about it. And so now, and then after the fact, I told y'all this was not there. That is now a permanent mark, a tattoo in my skin. Why? I was cleaning something, and then all of a sudden now I got a crescent moon. And that happening, but guess what? Is that to make sure that I stay grounded in this timeline? To make sure that all the other timelines merge here? You see what I'm saying? It's always weird stuff, because that's exactly what it makes me think. But guess what? One day I'm probably going to wake up and then this is going to be gone. Mind you, I'm showing it to y'all so y'all actively see that it's there. Because at one point in time, I had a mark that was here that is gone. And I know that mark was there because my uncle flipped me upside down and I busted my head and I had to go to the hospital and get stitches. I had a mark right here. And the funny part is sometimes this mark comes and goes. Like, you don't see it today. Or you can see it today. But I done told y'all, I don't know, because this might be it, but I don't know. Could be a wrinkle. Anyway, long story short, I done showed it to y'all before. It didn't exist. So some days it's there and some days it's not. How, Sway? Anyway, long story short, what shall be, shall be. Someone has gone through pain, may begin life with a guarded approach. Distrust, emotional walls, survival mode. Unsaid, she okay? Yep. I don't know what you mean. Unsaid, she okay? Who's okay? Me? Survival mode. But after inner work, their approach may. Oh, I said, do you know when you said she okay? Who's my uncle? Who's my uncle? Which uncle you know? I got a lot of uncles. Little do you know. Well, you might know. So how many? What uncle you talk about? Tell me. Um, let's see. So I choose to approach life with wisdom, clarity, balance, and intention. All right. So one day everything was just different. Spiritually, this phrase often symbolizes a sudden inner awakening, transformation, or shift in consciousness. He talking about your eyebrows. Oh, then you say your uncle flipped you. Yeah, when I was little. And probably because I used to terrorize his ass. He was trying to do a little flip like outside. Probably because I was messing with him, but yeah, I got you now. Oh yeah, okay, I got you. I'm thinking because he said Dover, I'm asking him, do he know me? I'm thinking he talking about one of my uncles from there. So your mindset changes, your perspective changes, your energy changes, or the way you see people, life, yourself is no longer the same. Sometimes nothing about you physically changes at first, but you do. Um, and because you change internally, the world begins to feel different externally, which that was one of the things that happened with me first. I think inside I started to feel different. Inside I started to change, which I actively started to change on the outside. And then people was like, her ass crazy, you know. Mind you, no. Better than ever is what I think. More amazing. Like I don't even think they knew me beforehand. So I know they didn't know me beforehand. So for them to judge or speculate that they thought they did is a whole nother ball game. Anyway, emotional healing, spiritual awakening, breaking cycles, gaining clarity, losing illusions, or finally seeing truth after confusion, which is the thing that I love the most because people will say all types of shit about you, and then it ain't until they go through their spiritual awakening, and then all of a sudden they change, and then all of a sudden now they want to talk to you, and now you're like, but you the one calling me crazy. Because you didn't know until it was your turn to go through it. You didn't realize that you was going to eventually come to the side, come to this side. And now everybody crazy. um, it's the moments many people describe as I woke up, when they finally wake up, because they be talking shit about you. Oh, the conspiracy theory people, remember everybody was crazy. Now all the conspiracy theory people were correct. And people finally see it. But now it's a little too late because some of them have lost their life. Now who gonna apologize for that? Who gonna get them their life back? I can't unsee it now. So when you see it is when you're meant to see it, and then you can't unsee it after you finally fucking see it. And then you be wishing sometimes you could unsee it. Like, man, ignorance is bliss. Period. Now you gotta be over here looking at this shit. Take it how it resonates. I can't unsee it now. I outgrew who I used to be. My spirit won't let me stay the same because your spirit definitely won't let you stay the same, especially when you start speaking words out your mouth. Like, God, I want to know the truth. Show me the truth. And then truth just starts dropping in your lap every day. And you be like, God, well, do you want the truth or not? Yes, God, I want the truth still. But hey, symbolically in one day implies transformation was an instant. Pain and lessons built up over time, and eventually something inside shifted. Everything was just different can mean old habits no longer fit. Certain people feel distant. Chaos no longer attracts you. Peace becomes more valuable than attention, or your intentions become stronger. A lot of y'all know about that. A death of your old self, your spiritual shift, and the birth of a more aware version of yourself. Not a physical death, although it be feeling like, but sometimes it be dead. And then you be woke. But the ending of the identity, mindset, and attachment or illusion. Many spiritual traditions describe transformation this way. Before growth comes discomfort. Before clarity comes confusion. Before awakening comes disruption. Yeah. So emotional energy carries reflection, mystery, quiet power, and realization. Not loud transformation, but deep interchange, internal change. The kind where you stop reacting the same, stop chasing the same things, and start to protect um and begin protecting your peace differently. So I honor the version of me that survived, and I welcome the version of me that it is becoming. Now, how many of y'all sometimes have felt like you wish you can go back to the old version of yourself before you became very self-aware, very much in the know, very much talked about as crazy? How many of y'all have ever done that? Because I'm gonna say for myself, I have once or twice, but then I always think that I thank God that I am who I am, and I thank God that everything that I went through has got me here. I wouldn't change a thing, but there has been moments in time where I was like, sometimes like, um, you know how when people will say, everything ain't aimed towards you. Yeah, everything ain't, but also everything is. As above, so below. As within, so without. Everything is yours, yet nothing is yours. So it's like understanding the riddles that go along with life, or the key points of like, I know this, but I also know this. I have to be self-aware, but I also don't want to give, too much. I want to give myself grace also, and allow me to be able to, grow. Um, yeah. And so sometimes it's like, um, just live. And what does that look like? Because sometimes, like, you could think that you're doing, the best that you can on the living front, but then you look around and you realize, like, with self awareness, or with elevation and ascension, with spiritual awakening, becomes isolation. It becomes, I want to do stuff, but I don't trust y'all asses. It becomes, I want to hang out with people, but I don't like people. It becomes, you know, outside is good, but outside is also not that good. And so it's like you have to intentionally, the intent behind something, um, decide to live. I wish I didn't know what I know about food, because now I'm very picky on things to eat. Man, I wish food wasn't the way food is, because I like to eat and I just really want some real good ass stuff. Like, I want to go to a place where it's like everything is yummy. Like, because food is a good thing. I remember, like, now salmon is like, it got parasites. At one point in time, it didn't have parasites, and it was just delicious, and I can make it in 96,000 different ways. I could put some mango on it. I could put some maple syrup on it. I could put some sweet chili on it. I could put some, I could put some sauce on it. Now I'll be thinking, do it got parasites in it? Now every time I prepare my meat, you know what I gotta start with? I gotta make sure I start with cloves, because cloves kill parasites. And the fact that I gotta pull out the cloves says, I'm at risk for parasites. I don't like that. I just want to be around people right now that are self-sufficient, independent. We can live like together apart, if that makes any sense. Like, on a daily basis, I love you and I just want to get along with you and I want to have dinner with you and I just want to, let's like, I want a man that is, and mind you, I've been talking to God about this, right? So I can tell y'all, because I got to be mindful onto my manifestations, because I asked God to do it, right? But also in the process, I actively asked God to do it, right? And so, I want a man that cooks, that knows how to cook. He don't have to cook all the time, but I want a man that cooks. Why? Because I want to be able to cook with my man. And although even if I'm cooking, I want him to know how to cook. Um, I want him to know how to cook healthy stuff, because guess what? Him knowing how to help cook healthy stuff. I want a man to teach me how to do vegan dishes, or motivate me to want to do a vegan dish. I want to be able to, have a person that actively likes to be out and gardening, even if they're not actively, gardening. Like, they can show me some stuff, I can show. Like, that's the type of connection that I want to have. Why? Because I'm looking at a lot of shit that I don't really too much like. Um, Again, one that likes social media but also don't like social media. They like me enough to not be on social media, but also like me enough to be on social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a happy medium between all things. And canning, period. See what I'm saying? You know a little bit about me. Canning. Like right now, I feel like somebody that want to be a prepper. Like, and it's not even about prepping for doomsday. It's about prepping for life. Like, the fact that I'm doing water and this, that, and the third, but also we can go buy cases of water and things of that nature. Like, let's do all things. Like, I want somebody to where if I'm doing it, because that shit took a long damn time. Like, let's do stuff that is sustainable in life. I want to have like animals and things of that nature. So a person that is, able to be hands-on, with a couple of different things. So multifaceted, can know business. I also know business. So I have a friend that's trying to get me on the vegan kick, but I'm not ready. This the thing, me either, right? But I would be ready if they knew how to make dishes like how my uncle makes. My uncle can cook. And I like when he cooks, you don't even know that it's not me. I can do that. Somebody that can show me. I want to do what is it? Mycelium, like the mushrooms and shit. I want to do like grow stuff like that too. So like a person that is like I am, very worldly, multifaceted. Like we can do anything because I can do any fucking thing. Oh, my uncle made some jackfruit tacos. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like when it tastes like that, I don't even mind not eating meat because you won't even know that it's not meat. Good morning, Aunt Louise. Yeah, you won't even know that it's not meat. So like my uncle and his wife, like they gets down in the kitchen and they can do all types of stuff. So with that being said, I wouldn't care. Like, excuse me, I want to be able to make candles and things that like I love stuff like that. But it's like it be so much stuff going on. How you gonna do this, that, and the third? Like baking from scratch. I want to do the thing where I can get the. That's a bold statement. What's the bold statement? Also like I want to do like my own flour, mill my own flour, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It don't got to be on a large scale, but y'all, I'm looking at the benefits of people that say they mill their own flour. Their whole gut health changed. So it's like so much stuff that, you know what I mean, I want to be able to do, even actively with a person, but does that person even exist in life? Because they might be, they might be waiting for me in the afterlife and I ain't ready to go there yet. So can I find them on earth? And then it's like, the attraction is also there, like with a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just so tired of seeing fake ass relationships. I'm so tired of people seeing like having to try to connive somebody for something. That's the other thing. Like it be people with people. I know that this bitch is conniving this nigga because I can tell they don't really love you. Like you know what I'm saying. And then niggas be wanting to be connived, so it's cool. But on top, it's just so much stuff that I be seeing, and I be like, I don't like that. I don't want that. And then the people that be trying to talk to me be the ones that be trying to do that. Like I think that actively, you know how they say when you say you don't want the universe only hears this. Meanwhile, I told the universe a long time ago. I told God to do this. But yeah, keep them people away from me. Vegan tastes like meat. Oh yeah, my uncle can get it done. Like his food is delicious. And yes, everything from scratch and the garden. That's what I'm saying. Majestic Grace says, as long as it tastes like or better than what I'm used to, that's how. I'm trying to tell you. Now I'm tainted. I'm good. I don't want nobody. I gotta tolerate. That's what I'm saying. And I don't want nobody tolerating me because I'm tired of looking at people like. I don't know why some of these people don't realize like this bitch is looking at you upside your head or vice versa. Like when a man talking to you like that girl Tawanda, I told you, Tawanda, it's all over the internet. This man saying my new wife smells like onion burgers. Nigga, I wish the fuck you would. That's weird. Like you literally putting that on camera. Like at some point in time, people have to also learn to watch their fucking mouth because we can have discussions, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't the time nor the place. And if you had the conversation with me already, because clearly he told her ass thing because she went and washed her underarm. So why did you have to bring it back the fuck up? Because you are trying to embarrass her. And I don't like people in relationships when it be like somebody always thinks they better than somebody because I keep seeing a lot of them relationships too, and it be making me mad because in my mind I be thinking the person that be trying to act like they better than the other person, you ain't the birthday, sir or ma'am. I done seen multiple women that basically be acting like, cause okay, so one of the women had a husband. He was a little heavier set, mind you. Nigga was still very handsome, and quite frankly, I would have married him at the drop of a dime because this nigga was very thoughtful and intentional with her. So it's a bitch that's out there that'll love your ass. But mind you, anyway, long story short, the way she used to talk to him, I never liked. And so later on, it ended up coming back to bite them. And I can almost guarantee you that the best life they ever had was with that nigga. Because their life ain't been the same since then. Now they out here looking dumb. Then on the flip side, men that do that, like you can tell when they don't like you, when they always trying to degrade you and this, that, and the third in front of people. Why are you doing that? Like, I can get it. If there's something that I'm supposed to, do, then, tell me, but do you got to tell me when we right here doing a fucking interview, bitch? Or do you got to bring it back up when we doing an interview? Because now I'm going to have to cuss you out. But I don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's not do that. Let's make sure we keep private stuff in private. And then it's like, people want to bring up stuff. It's certain places when you married or when you connected with a person, like it's certain times when you're supposed to bring up shit. Like, and you're not supposed to let nobody, because for all intents purposes, if I'm saying something about, whatever to anybody, bitch, you're not allowed to say it at all, period. So if you my friend, you my family, and I'm confiding you for something about, and mind you, most of the time you got to learn to not even do that, because people will start to hold biases and this, that, and the third against your significant other based off of what you tell them. So you got to watch even, confiding in your family members about shit with relationship shit, because it ain't for everybody. Sometimes you just have to hold it on the chin and have that conversation with that person later on down the road. Like, I didn't like when you did this, and like, it made me feel sad because I didn't have nobody else to talk to, but I didn't want nobody disliking you because of this. But I need to have this conversation with you because I didn't like that. He was trying to smooth it over and make it funny, but it was still yeah, like it was. That's like, why did you bring it up? Because I'm sure if she went to the bathroom, I'm sure he's the reason why she went to the bathroom to wash her damn underarms. Why the fuck did you bring that up? Facts, I went through that. Yeah, like, and you have to be mindful of, like, is this somebody that you really love? Because if it's somebody that you really love, you wouldn't treat them like that because you wouldn't want it done to you. This is the reason why I keep saying that these people ain't really, it's a lot of people that ain't really in love. It's a lot of people that's just out here doing shit just because we doing it. You don't even look at nobody like you love them. You may like the benefits of what you get. You may like the fact that, it's doing this, that, and third, but I can tell you don't care about that person. And until people realize themselves, that's why I said, like, even when the other day it made me realize, like, yeah, get off of here, because even if a person thinks they can ignore you, it's like what I said about the man when the man said, everybody was in the store going crazy about you, and I told them, oh, she ain't all that. You don't need to talk to me. You don't need to have my number. You don't need to be in my vicinity. You don't need to nothing. Because if you don't think that I'm all that, this already ain't right. But yet everybody else. So slide my number or give my number to one of them niggas that think I'm all that. Because you're not going to red flag me early and think that, like, why would you not think that your person is all that? That's crazy to me. So if you starting off like that, you basically got to diminish me in front of people. I ain't fucking with you. Like, boost me up in front of everybody you know. The same way I'm going to do my nigga, because guess what? Ain't nobody better than my nigga. I'm not even going to let nobody think that they better than my nigga. And I don't give a damn if you know not, like, I don't care. This the best nigga walking the earth because they mine. And so I don't know how other people approach that, but it ain't never been, open season to act as if that my nigga ain't the best one or I'm not the best one. Like, nah, we not doing that. Like, you literally got me fucked up. So we might as well start this off the way, and like I said, even like for a man that's saying, oh, you have to ignore it a little bit. Well, if you want to, what they say, if you want to act nonchalant, I'm going to go get me a nigga that be chalanting. Because ain't no way you going to act like you actively don't see me, nigga. When I show the fuck up, you say, hey, such and such. Act like you happy to fucking see me. Because if you don't, you won't be seeing me. And mind you, like, these is rules. I'm literally actively being mindful because a nigga, like, niggas be bitches these days and they want you to chase them. I ain't chasing you. I ain't got it. I ain't doing it. Shit. Would the girl say, I don't drink, but guess what? When I did, I don't even chase my liquor, nigga. Get somebody else to do it. Go get somebody else with your sensitive, prissy ass. I am calm, centered, and grounded in every moment. And this is why y'all have to be careful and pay attention to how these people out here actively moving, because it's like you gotta be strategic. Nigga, if you want me, you better act like it. You better be calling everybody mama and God. Like, call my mama and God to let them know. Because if you don't act like it, guess what? Somebody will eventually act like it, and you're going to be asked the fuck out. So do with that information what you will. But ignore me if you want. You got one time. Because y'all do realize, like, that's mental abuse. A person actively not talking to you or acting like they're going to dismiss you, that's mental abuse. You're already displaying toxic ass behavior. No way, no how. Like, be happy to see me when I show up, bitch. My mind is clear and my spirit is at peace, or otherwise I won't be showing up. Get somebody else to do it. Shit. I release confusion and welcome understanding. Like, for real, like, y'all, we gotta be mindful of how these people trying to move and play with us. Don't let them do it, because I ain't gonna play with them, so why you playing with me? Why you trying me early? Because you trying to see how far you can go. You can't even walk. Like, that's how far you can go. Like, this little sliver right here that you just got, bitch, got you canned. Because you tried it. I release confusion and welcome understanding. And furthermore, I wasn't even looking at you like that anyway to begin with. But the fact of the matter is you try playing my fucking face, bitch. Now you done lost the best thing you never had. Get somebody else to do it. Play with your mammy, bitch. Because I ain't it. I trust my inner guidance. I am consistently evolving into a better version of myself, even if they don't think so. Everything I experience is shaping me for the better. I grow through what I go through. Period. I am not who I was. I am becoming who I was meant to be. Amen. Amen. I protect my energy and choose what aligns with me. I don't know who said that there should be games in relationships. Oh, we gotta wait 30 days before I actively act like I like them. Nigga, if I like you today. Tomorrow, next week, in 30 days, depending upon how much. Like, why we gotta play the games? Like, what is that? When did the rule book start to change? And you said, oh, well, I gotta play it cool, and I can't call a person for 30 days because I gotta act like I don't like them. Bitch, somebody else is talking in 32 days. Just know that. Like, where the fuck are y'all getting this shit from? How old are y'all? I am surrounded by peace, not chaos. Y'all will be out here licking a person's whole ass, but you act like you don't know how to converse with a person. You can't talk. Like, nigga, you just ate a whole bitch asshole. And now you shy. What the fuck? That's strange to me. Y'all niggas will be jumped straight in the bed. Don't go to no doctors with nobody. It's too impersonal to go to the doctor. But you just licked that bitch ass from the rooter to the tutor. But going to the doctor with a bitch is too personal. Y'all is a weird group of people. Like, I don't understand it. You rather eat my ass with every disease and everything else that could be in it, but you don't want to go watch the doctor check to make sure my ass don't have a disease. I don't like that. I release anything that drains my spirit because that's draining. I mean, Majestic Grace, that's the thing that I'm seeing. Like, these motherfuckers are like is happy to go like balls to the wall. Oh, I'm a freak. Da 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 da. You a freak, but you ain't decided that you should be freaky enough to take your ass to the doctor with a person to make sure that you're not going to die. And then you want me? No, 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 no. The first freaky movement is let's go see doctor. Da 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 da. That's the first freak move. You can watch them stick this speculum in my puss, all up my coochie. Take a whole little swab thing, go around it, and all that extra shit. You can watch that. That's the first freak move. Ain't no fucking way. You got your tongue way up my asshole, but you don't want to see the doctor stick a speculum in there. That's crazy. This is a weird group of people. But what you want me to do? I'm vulgar, but yet, this is what y'all out here doing. My boundaries are strong and healthy. Judge your mammy. I am worthy of love, respect, and peace. I do not chase. I attract what is meant for me. And I told y'all earlier, because who the fuck does that? It's 2026, and y'all got grown men out here calculating. If you don't show it this much attention, you have to do it like this, because otherwise it's gonna, like, y'all stop playing with little girls, y'all will be fine. Like, ain't nobody running from y'all. Ain't nobody gonna run to your ass either without no fucking intention on, like, what are your intentions here, sir? What the fuck is your intentions? The doc is the first date and sex is gonna be involved. That's what I'm trying to say, nigga. The quicker we get to the doctor, the quicker you get the slice of ass that you want. Like, what the hell? The quicker you get the sliver of ass. You see what I'm saying? Mike, hello. That's a man that knows how to get the buns quick. That's how you get the draws. Martin Lawrence. GDT, get the draws. That's how you get it. Ma'am, can I take you here to da 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 da? Yeah, definitely. Let's go. See what I'm saying? That's a good date to me. Especially if you want to talk to me. Like, I don't even want to hear you talking to me about sex. Like, what the fuck are you talking to me about that for? Why are you talking about something mythical? Why are you talking about something mythical or mystical to me that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's a fairy tale up until that doctor's visit. Like, bitch, the fuck out of my face. I trust myself and my decisions. Point blank, period. I am stronger than anything I survived. Man. Because, good Lord, they didn't expect you to live. I am connected to wisdom, truth, and higher understanding. Majestic Grace said, right, that's a myth right there, period. I've been single for almost 2 years, and I know I'm clear, but we going together. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, you can jump straight into the ass. This how you do it. Let's go right to the doctor. They're gonna look at it. You can look at it. You can inspect that thing like, doctor, this is the first time I seen it. Let me look at it. Smell test. You'll know if the room stink and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best test you can do. Like, doctor in there, let me fill in there too, doc. Shit, you get to see everything. Like, what the hell? I'm trying to told you. Like, this shit is like, y'all gonna do all that anyway. Like, y'all, but why would you not want to get it done there? That's right, transparency, period. But then they too shy. Like, that's too personal. It's too personal to go to the doctor with somebody, bitch. But you got your whole tongue up my ass. That's crazy. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You want you eating the whole rooter to the tutor, but it's too personal to go to the doctor. Like, who is raising y'all people? Cause that's crazy. My spirit is awake, aware, and expanding. I am guided, protected, and aligned with my past. And then the other thing is, niggas are ask if you fucking on the first date, but they won't ask, can we go to the doctor on the first date? Like, that's the craziest thing. And the fact that people even, because I seen a grown man say that. Do you fuck on the first date? Is the date to the doctor? And then on top of that, like, what is we doing after that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I getting out of this? Let's discuss. Cause we can have a whole relationship on the first day. And it could be over. But we gonna have to do it in this form. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause after you do it, like, you know what I mean, I might not like it. Now you don't even get 32 days, nigga, because you talked all that shit and you done got on my fucking nerves. But thanks for the ride because I got what I needed. Because you know what I'm saying. We signed what we signed. You got what you needed, and we up out of here. NDA. Don't talk about it, bitch. So have at it. All I know is people better actively, realize like if you asking people if you fucking on the first date, like you better be trying to find out what these people are attached to and what they got in their system because if y'all see it right now, they don't give a damn what type of diseases is coming into this country. They don't care about, disclosing those diseases to nobody. They don't care about they don't care about y'all. They don't care because again, I just told y'all it's enough of y'all that could, the system is already overloaded. And I just gave y'all the numbers on how many of y'all can expire around this piece, to make it more comfortable around here. So play with it if you want to and act like y'all don't realize that that's their goal. They keep trying to tell you about population control over and over again. I just gave y'all how many of y'all in each blood type that can go. I told y'all these people are obsessed with DNA and things of that nature. So play with your mammy if you think that it ain't important because it is. Dear God, source of all creation, we come together on one collective spirit seeking healing, truth, and peace. We ask for clarity where there is confusion, compassion where there is division, and for understanding where there is misunderstanding. Heal the hearts that are heavy, comfort those who are grieving, and strengthen those who feel lost or alone. Remove fear from the collective mind and replace it with wisdom, patience, and love that does not harm. Guide humanity back to alignment, please, Lord. God humanity back to alignment with truth and kindness and with respect for all in all forms. Help us see each other not as enemies, but as reflections of the same light trying to grow in different ways. Protect the vulnerable, uplift the weary, and awaken awareness where there has been silence or neglect. May peace become louder than chaos, and may understanding rise stronger than judgment. And in all things, may we remember that we are connected, we are learning, and we are becoming at Earth School. I mean. So with that being said, right, think about all the connections and the partnerships, right, that you have made even throughout, life and time. And again, we are here, we're learning. This is Earth. This is, we are gaining knowledge as we go, right? Um, one day it says right here, and one day everything was just different, right? Different from what you know. So every day we wake up and something is different. But what if every day you wake up, one day you just wake up and this is the new normal? What would that look like for you? Because that's important for you to now. Remember, we talked about you have to name it. If you name it, then it comes into fruition. If they claim it, if they name it, claim it, and name it, then it's his story, his story, him telling the story, and now you just living whatever they put on the agenda and played out. And so, even when this title, as I'm listening to it, every time I say it, it sounds like peaceful. What is your peaceful? So, what would you want your new normal to look like? So with that being said, that's the message. Hopefully it helped. Thank you guys for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Always go with God. If you wish to donate towards my channel, Superstar Super Stickers are definitely appreciated. My GoFundMe and my Cash App link are in the bio. Have the day that you deserve, and so will I. See you, Papa Daddy. Majestic Grace, Mike, anybody and everybody else that was here. Because I ain't got my scroll button on. But anyway, charge it to my head, not my heart. I hope y'all have, the day that y'all deserve. I hope that the day that y'all deserve is the best day ever, though. So do with that information what you will. Do good things, okay? And I gotta go lift up my damn lawnmower and take the blades off of it. So pray for me. Because, I'm gonna be outside on the ground, actively lifting up a heavy ass machine. Because I gotta take them off. My neighbor said that they'll sharpen my blades for me, so I don't have to go get no new ones. but I think it's actually 3 blades on it, and so I hope this don't do too much. But I ain't never took the blades off of a lawnmower, let alone a zero turn. And I think that it has 3 blades on it. So, Mike, that ain't even a half I do with that thing. I use that thing as a fucking dozer. Like, I'll be getting shit done. Can you help me? All right, I love y'all. Mr. Jimmy said that he would